1212. This is the Alpha Facts. Leave a comment if you can hear me.
all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future. It's something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Wagwan. 1 2 1 2 Wagwan. Hello, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. CPI today. Another CPI.
Yeah. Another CPI. Yeah. Well, I'm in a buy. Let's see. Still holding it.
It's valid, absolutely. Since the market sentiment changed into bullish, as I wrote in the Discord chat, that despite the Fed's hawkish comments last week, they entered into the blackout period, meaning that none of the FOMC officials are able to give any public comments on the upcoming interest rate decision next week. Is it next week? Next week or the week after. Which means that there's nothing can hold back the bulls, because, you know, no one is around, no regulators.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Exactly.
But anything is possible. We've been following the CPI quite thoroughly and trading for a long time now.
Yeah.
Wagwan Aliupa. Everybody.
Hey, Raul.
So,
Hello.
CPI is in 27 something minutes. Yeah, 27 minutes. Economists are forecasting that CPI has peaked. Obviously, last month we saw a drop in CPI, so the Consumer Price Index, which is an inflation index. Now let's look at the CPI itself, which does include energy and food prices. So it's not the core CPI, which excludes the two most volatile assets. And if you look at the data, we can see that the inflation looks like it peaked in July and dropped in August. What do you think? Is it going to be higher or lower today?
Expecting for the CPI to be lower.
Higher than
Me too.
forecast, I guess.
Yeah, I also think lower.
So why do you think it's going to be lower?
Because there was
My glass ball.
there is a slowdown in job creation. It shows that the economy is contracting because of the interest rate hike. The
Maybe
recent
because
one.
of the, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe because of the base effect. The last year was already high at this point, so maybe the increase is not that much.
I like it, Alok. It's very, very good. And probably you are the first person who mentioned the base effect, which means that, you know, we're measuring CPI to what was last year. And yes, CPI peaked this year, but next year it's going to be, the base will be the 8%, and we're going to measure it to that. So it's also a good reason I really like the idea. Now, how about if I...
Can you explain me the base effect?
Yes, so it's the base effect that we measure. The CPI is measured on year and month-on-month. So the YOY means year-on-year, MOM is month-on-month. So we're measuring to the last year. Let's have a look what was last year. 5.4. So next year we're going to have a higher base, meaning that if inflation, even if it drops just, if inflation is going to be 5% next year, that's going to be a significant drop because the base is much higher. So it's easier to speed up a car from 0 to 100 than 160 to 200.
Yeah.
But I also read a theory today that, do you think that the price of oil is going to affect the consumer prices in the United States?
They're quite resilient, and they're well organized. Plus, they have their own production, which doesn't cover all the needs, but still, it helps to reduce the impact.
Yeah. U.S. households' disposable income is highly affected because of oil. Now, if the price of oil is dropping, then they're going to have more disposable income, right?
Yeah.
And if they're going to spend that extra amount of petty cash that they have, then it means that the consumption and the sales is going to be higher in the US, meaning that it could lead to further spending. The more people buy, prices could essentially rise as well. So that is another reason which put forward by an economist in Bloomberg. It's interesting theory that if the oil price is dropping, households could spend more. It doesn't mean they're going to spend more, but if they spend more, that could be an effect bullish for well, not bullish, but it's going to increase inflation partially. So it's not a direct correlation, but it also has an effect. So just something that I wanted to mention, which I found quite interesting. But let's have a look. What do we have on gold? So recently, since the Fed went into the blackout period last week, the market sentiment started to change. Obviously, we saw a rally in gold, and a rally especially for the stock market. So all the risk-on assets, the risky assets, got some attention from investors and traders, meaning that in my theory, in my opinion, that the reason for this is because the Fed is not here to regulate the markets. They're not here to give any hawkish comments until the actual rate hike next week. And I think the bulls are definitely taking some opportunity on this one and pushing the market higher and higher. So for this reason, I think doesn't matter what the inflation is going to be, stocks should continue a little bit higher. I don't know how high, but I'm just going to enter into another long on US 30. But this is a risky trade, very, very risky, since we don't know what the inflation is going to be, the data. But my positions on US 30, so I'm long on US 30. And I'm expecting a continuation upwards. Just change it. Yeah. So in my opinion, this bullish trend could continue despite what the CPI reading is going to be. It could go up straight from here. Maybe it could pull back down depending on what the inflation data is going to be. But there's nothing that could stop stocks right now. Obviously, long term stocks will drop, but for now there's nothing to hold back the bulls on the stock market, because the Fed cannot comment. They're not allowed to publicly comment on the upcoming rate hike. So there's nothing to hold back. And with gold, I think it has the potential to follow US 30 to go higher. I mean, if you look at the market structure, which was, it's a beautiful bullish market structure, but I'm expecting a reversal on gold because, now we're entering into a positive real rate period, which gives a direct competition for gold, meaning that the opportunity cost to hold gold is quite expensive because bonds and interest rate on bonds give you much better return than just holding a piece of metal. And since the pandemic, gold has lost the historical purpose of inflation hedging, which is quite sad. We had some good bull runs, but it did lose that functionality. And what I'm expecting on gold, and remember that this is not financial advice, anything is possible, I don't have my crystal balls, but I have my view. I think gold is temporarily going to follow US 30, temporarily going to rise, but it's due to a big drop. Now the big drop is definitely going to come when the Fed increasing interest rate, because higher yields, people are not going to hold gold. But I don't know when the drop is going to come, so until it doesn't come, it doesn't break the market structure, then we should just follow the market trend. Simple as that. And for the same reason, because the Fed is now in a blackout period, meaning that they're not allowed to publicly comment on anything, there's nothing going to hold back gold. But when the rate hike is coming, that's going to be super bearish for gold. So what I'm expecting for gold is to create a new higher high and follow this beautiful bullish channel, which, it is possibly a bear flag if you look at the market structure since mid-August. And we are reaching important Fibonacci levels, which are often good forecasters for reversals. 1736 and 1748. Now 1730, where price right now, is a crucial, very important price level, which price may or may not reverse, but until it's above the daily pivot, chances are good that it's going to continue higher. So that's what I'm expecting on gold, but I'm not really feeling the market today, so just going to sit back and observe. What do you think?
I'm long since this morning on gold, and I took most of my profit. Right now I have just 1.025% of my position running, and I'm gonna stay away because I got shocked, last time.
Yes.
CPI.
Yeah, sometimes these events, sometimes they bring really, really good results, but they can also be quite disappointing when things doesn't go as planned. Now, currently there's two important dynamics that's dominating the market. The first one is obviously, now both of them is actually around monetary policy. The first one is, higher yields are going to be bearish for stocks and bearish for gold for obvious reasons, because higher yields are going to put pressure on the disposable income as households. They're not going to buy less, profits are going to drop on the stocks. Also, most of the companies in the stock market are heavily borrowing through stock market, but also there's a bond market which is popular in the US. So that's another form of borrowing, but they need to service the debt. They need to repay the lenders, those people who are buying bonds, because bond promises to pay back the invested capital plus interest. Interest is paid annually, biannually, depending on American, European stock or Asia or a bond. So if the interest rates are increased, that means that the servicing cost of these borrowings, the liabilities, are going to increase for these companies in the stock market. Higher borrowing cost is going to affect the profitability of the companies on the balance sheet and on the financial statements. So long term, higher interest rates is bearish for stocks for 100% because the short and long-term liabilities are going to increase. But right now, so that was one of the theories or one of the sentiments. The other one is what I mentioned before, is that right now there's nothing to hold back the gold rally, the stock rally, because the Fed is in a blackout period. They're not allowed to publicly comment on the coming rate hike, meaning that, you know, the bulls are going to run free. And we have 421 people watching the stream. Thank you so much, guys. But if you like the stream, if you like the information, hit the like button. That's a feedback for me that I'm doing my job right. And we have 15 minutes, 14 minutes.
Hello.
1 2 1 2.
One, two, 1 2.
1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Are you guys sleeping? Wakey, wakey.
Nee, you have muted us.
You hear me?
Hey Thomas, how you doing?
Good, good, good. And our in-house economist has arrived.
Your in-house economist is driving.
Oh, don't trade and drive, and don't drink and trade. That was another lesson learned by Marwan.
Yeah. Bad timing, but I had to drive my kid home. First day at school.
Oh, like the very first day, or he's been before?
Yeah. No, he's been before, but first day of this year.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it's like the first day of school ever.
Okay. This year.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
No.
Excellent.
I'm still holding my US 30 buy, by the way.
I'm holding as well. It's running in.
I'm expecting 750. My TP is around that point.
Yeah. I'm holding as well, but I locked in most of the profits because, you know, it's good money. 700
Yeah,
pips on.
Yeah, definitely. I took some partial before the news also.
Yeah. The problem is now it's getting too high to buy, too bullish to sell.
True. That's why I set my stop loss at entry and let the market do what I want to do.
So, on gold, for some reason I'm still super bearish, but there's no signs of any weakness right now. And I see comments in Discord and YouTube and Telegram that some people say it's going to fly, some people say it's going to crash. You know, both sides have valid arguments if you put forward one, and I can see bullish and bearish fundamentals. Now technically it's clearly bullish on the 1 hour time frame for gold. Fundamentally I see arguments on both sides, and both of them are absolutely valid in the short term. In the long term, gold and stocks are destined to drop in the medium to long term. But for now, let's see how the market is going to react. Definitely there's a shift in market sentiment since the Fed went into the blackout period. Question is it going to hold today, that bullish market sentiment? You know, the cat is away, the mice will play, as the saying goes. But now we have a bunch of bulls and the regulators are away. So I did put some words in Discord that, you know, if it's your first time trading CPI, or if you're not an experienced trader, or if you just don't like to trade high impact events, or if you're doing a challenge on FTMO, you know, you cannot trade high impact events in some of the challenges. You know, don't trade if you're not comfortable with volatile events. Just observe, practice, and learn. Don't hold the trades for long. I personally find that scalping is the best during high impact events, and I'm going to show you why. Now, usually market is very volatile on high impact events, and it always whiplashes and wipes out everyone, especially gold. Now, if you trade gold, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you look at the previous events on CPI, we always had a pump to the upside, but then immediately went back. Now, this is when the Fed came out and, you know, they were extremely hawkish. CPI was lower than expected, better than expected, even though we had a spike. But then market started to drop because of the yield expectation and interest rate expectation. Now, back in July, we did have a slightly smaller, modest increase, a higher than expected reading, but then the market dropped because of the interest rate expectation. The market immediately reacted that yes, higher inflation, meaning that higher interest rate is coming, and that's bearish for gold. But let's go back to another one. Here we see another higher than expected reading, which is, you know, again bad for gold because of the interest rate expectations, but this was a completely different reaction than the one I showed you before. The market pushed on gold for 500 pips immediately, and that was because the, you know, gold is historically an inflation hedging asset, but it cannot really fulfill the purpose for a year now. But the temporary reaction, if the data comes out, could be this one. This is why I say don't hold trades too long, because the longer you hold, you have the chance that price is going to reverse, and it's most likely will reverse, because this is the typical example of buying the news, selling the fact. People buying because inflation is higher or gold is good hedging, etc. But then they realize, the real traders come in and they say, well, you know, higher inflation is going to cause the Fed a more aggressive tightening, monetary policy and money supply tightening, which is going to be super bearish for gold. So don't hold trades for too long. Make the money, take the money. Use a stop loss, use a smaller lot size and a wider stop loss, you know, which may or may not going to survive the volatility. And, you know, grab a beer, tea, coffee, and just enjoy the stream.
Got a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. So Zirafira is asking, what is your plan for today, News Thomas? Well, you know, I just put forward my logical reasoning, the fundamentals. I'm not feeling trading today, so I'm just going to observe, but I'm expecting stocks to go higher and gold as well, because the Fed is not here to slap down the bulls, so they can run wild and free.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I think it is probably going to go higher to 1790 or so. So I've actually hedged my shorts from 1805.
1790, you said.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nothing to do with the fundamentals. It's more technical retrace. That's how I see it. So I did take my 66% off my shorts from 1805. Then I still had 33, but I've hedged the positions now. So I've got a good, I just think that it's going to take all the stops.
As always.
Yeah, before it drops like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes.
I'll
be back in a second.
So is everybody short or long on gold, or is just me who is upside down?
It's a way to call for shorts.
Okay.
I am waiting for shorts too, but 1780 is to take in consideration, as you said. It's not gonna happen today. But let's see.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen today as such, but I just feel that it's going to, march up till there and get everybody on the wrong side before it dumps.
Yeah, I think so.
I entered into a small buy on gold and a small buy on US 30.
I have my buy from this morning still running 20%. Yeah, just see what happens with that.
I don't see a case for gold to go higher than that because the economic scenario doesn't allow it to go further up because of the interest rates and stuff. But yeah, we'll see.
And we have 2 minutes, 44 seconds.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Thomas, you are long on US 30, right? Just watch 33,000.
Yeah, it's a psychological level, of course. It's
it's quite a dangerous spot.
I entered the long, and it's already in a modest profit.
US 30 is getting closer to the TP.
It hit yesterday.
Oh,
I
no,
took
my
partials.
TP.
Oh, your TP.
Yours, not his.
Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother.
No
we
worries,
have
no worries.
1
Yes, we
minute.
worry.
Nothing to worry. You can double your money within 24 minutes.
Yeah, I was checking this spammer, Alpha FX.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can double your money within 24 hours. Trust him, brother.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me.
Trust him, because he's claiming to be Alpha FX.
Yeah, there's so many. I don't know why people want to be like a bald aging man, middle-aged man.
On gold.
We have 1 minute until the rate hike.
I think the CPI is going to be somewhere between 5.8 and 6. Let's see.
Seconds.
So everyone's in buys for now, is that right?
Nope.
No?
I wait for the news.
Well,
you're waiting.
I don't take the risk.
Going to have a reversal in about 2 hours after New York.
I'm not at a Yeah, I'm not at a buy. I've got a hedge position. So I am on a short, which is hedged as with a buy.
Ooh, you there.
Waiting for shorts.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and CPI is out. What's the number? Can anyone see it?
Everything is green.
Oh, it's better than expected. Oh,
oh my
bye
god.
bye gold. And that's why I'm not in a buy, my friend.
Quickly close positions.
Oh my god.
Well, it dropped gold, but
Wow.
you know, I was a bit faster
was
than
expected.
expected.
Wow.
So it's gonna reach 1680 faster than I thought.
Look at
Jeez.
Look at US 30. Oh
Holy
my
shit.
Oh my god.
Wow,
That's no longer valid.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the number? 8.3. That was worse than
Exactly
expected.
on the daily support at 1 on the pivot.
God, thanks God I closed.
I'm glad I had my stop loss at break even.
Wow, I'm shorting the stock market.
Damn, US 30 is melting.
Wow, US 30.
Wow, wow,
Jeez.
wow.
You see, that's exactly what I said, that higher yields because of the higher inflation will come sooner, and that's going to be really bearish for the stock market. I was hoping a little bit more continuation upside because now it's closed the positions in break even or in small profit, but because we don't know the data, we didn't know the data before, that's the result. So now that gold broke the market structure, let's focus on the next move, because it will come back to retest the pivot, the channel, the support and resistance, the everything. So now we just have to wait patiently and jump on the sells, the same as US 30. Maybe wait US 30, but on gold it should continue.
My is it because the market moves so quickly? Because I had my stop loss at 1727, but then it stopped me out at 1716.
Yeah.
Man, dude.
Slippage.
Look at that. Oh my
Slippage.
Slippage, huh? Oh well.
Slippage.
Slippage. Oh fuck. It reminds me bad memory slippage.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I slipped once in the Lido.
I'm still surviving, but I really hope it takes me out and goes down. But so my main position still goes in the right direction.
USD JPY. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Euro USD also. Boom.
Everything is melting basically.
Oh, let's have a look on USD Japanese yen, because that should be super bullish.
Yes. That's
Fuck
pumping,
me, and I'm
yeah.
missing out on this one. Damn it. Now the market sentiment immediately
Get to
changed
my
back
stop
to...
loss and fly.
Thomas, one question, please.
Yeah.
Melting of Aussie dollar, NZ cut, NZ US, etc. All these pairs are risk on or risk off pairs, right?
It's hard to tell. What was the first one?
Okay.
Aussie dollar, US dollar.
Aussie dollar, NZ, US dollar, and I think NZ
I
cut.
wouldn't say it's risk
And they
off.
reacting.
Yeah, but because it's the dollar denominated, that definitely is reacting. But the Japanese yen, which is considered to be or used to be the safe haven, but now it looks like the dollar.
Yes, yes. Thanks.
So, you're welcome. Doesn't look like that we're going to have an opportunity to jump on this beautiful sell.
No.
No chance.
Oh well.
Tomorrow. It's another day.
And when I started the stream, I said I'm still bearish on gold. Oh god.
Why did you went in a buy?
Because I was expecting a little bit higher. I went to the buy on US 30.
Yeah, to be honest with you, at least a spike was expected. A spike in the other direction, and then
We got the spike.
I didn't see anything. That was so quick. That was a flash spike. Not on my broker, at least.
So what was the CPI reading? 0.6 or 6 or
8.3. 8.3 on the CPI year on year. The core
but
CPI.
slower, but higher as consensus.
It's lower than the previous, the higher than the forecast, but you know it's still 8%, which is 4 times the Fed target rate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For some reason, I can't open any single web page like Forex Factory or Trading Economics. So they're all
everyone is googling
jammed.
why did gold melt?
Yeah. Gateway timeout. Gateway
It's
timeout.
simple reason. It's
All your news was green. All 6.
Oh, okay.
Nah, today is not the day when we're going to see an entry. Just melting immediately.
Nope. Missed it also.
Well, I don't really mind.
I took the buy on 1715.6. Crazy, but I did it. Shit.
Crazy.
Did you use a stop loss?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah, now I moved my stop loss to break even. So it's running in profit. That's good. 66 pips.
Let's have a look on the yields quickly. Yes, yields are going up. That is the immediate reaction. And yields are gonna climb way higher. Around 4%. So gold is gonna go much lower than 16 and 1500. What do you think? Are we going to see a opportunity to jump on?
Remember, I told you it will go down near 1580.
Yep.
Are you in the cell, Noman?
Right now, no.
Why are you telling it us and you don't take the cell yourself?
Right now, I
back
did not.
up.
No, but I told you it looked like to me it will go in the monthly chart. It's look like it will hit 1580.
And it did. Oh well.
Hey, Thomas Brendan here. Just my thought is it's obviously tickling the daily low from yesterday now, so it's going to be important for gold anyway. It's going to be important to see what it does from that point on, or do you think that's already in the bag? It's already a done deal. It's going down.
Hey, Brendan, good to hear you. No, I think it's going to go continue lower for sure. Yesterday's low, it's not going to hold gold. Fundamentally speaking, if you look at the yields, well, let's first start. Why did gold drop? CPI was higher than expected, but still lower than the previous, but still 4 times the Fed target rate, which is 2%, meaning that, the Fed has to toughen up and raise interest rate faster. If I think they have to front load, they have to go above 8% with interest rate. And I think 100 basis point rate hike could be on the table. And if you look at the yields, which are now pricing in a aggressive rate hike from the Fed, and the yields are direct competition for gold because yields and bonds are giving you a carry trade return, a fixed income, which is good. And can gold give you 4% return? No, it's a piece of metal, but bonds can give. And the Fed is going to raise interest rate way above 4%. So this bullish candle today on the yields are going to go way much higher in the long term. And that's why the opportunity cost to hold gold is very expensive now, because those who hold gold are missing out on the carry trade on the bond market and the fixed income market. And that's exactly the reason why everyone is ditching gold now in the professional trading, you know, those who have access to capital markets. We might actually, let me ask you the question. It could hold temporarily intraday. So a retracement definitely will come. If it answers your question, yes, it could be the support for the retracement to bounce back to, you know, around 1717. But long term, it's not going to hold.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. An opinion? I'm in a sale from 1729.
Good.
Incredible.
At least someone is making money. Who's selling?
US 30, small sell.
I am
I'm selling.
gold.
Selling since yesterday.
Oh, damn it, guys. You are
I'm
good.
selling GU as well.
You guys are smashing the
jumped-
markets.
I jumped in a sale at 1713 when it moved up, and I've got my stop loss below. So
how's the challenge going?
Could be better.
You recovered a little bit today.
I am sitting about break even right now today. So I'm still currently about 3.5%, 4% down overall. See if I can just scalp some sales here on this with it moving down.
We have to see some retracement. We created such an imbalance. Look at that candle, fuck's sake.
Yeah, let's be patient, wait for the retracement. The direction is set. There's no point jumping, you know, on a moving train. We're shooting in a moving target, but let's wait when the train comes into the station and then you can jump on.
Falling
Definitely
knives,
you
was
can
it right?
scalp. You can scalp if you know how to scalp this kind of moves.
Yeah, you can use indicators.
Yeah, exactly.
You can use your eyes.
Well, in this case, I used the RSI 7, so 7 days RSI.
7 days?
Yep.
Oh, 7 days, yeah.
If like the 4 minutes time frame now, the RSI on 7 days is 1.6, which is not oversold. This is oversold. So definitely you can scalp it. Like. This is how you make money quickly.
Yep.
By the way, the only way to get this kind of opportunities is a falling knife, just like this one.
We did catch some of these before, and the pumps as well, but you know, today we didn't, which is not a problem.
Well, not a big deal.
It's
But
always
it's not that
50-50.
often that it reacts that quick.
No.
Normally you have some time.
Remember usually it's like the New York Open when it starts pumping or dumping. But previously NFPs were like this years ago.
Yeah, but you know, NFP will be like this after 30 minutes. It just goes the other way around.
Exactly, because New York opens.
I'm still sitting in the car because I couldn't move.
They missed the cell, so they push it up.
Come on, Euro, give us something.
I made a poll on YouTube asking gold fly or dump, and before the CPI data came out, everyone was like, "Oh, gold is going to fly, gold is going to 5." It was quite head-to-head, so like 55, 45 or something that gold will fly. But now it changed to 57, so suddenly everyone started to change their opinion. Come on, retracement.
So you wanted to retrace
Oh,
no.
What was the question?
Do you wanted to retrace to sell again, or?
Yeah. We had the direction, so this is why sometimes, you know, it's not a problem if you miss these moves, because at least we had knew the direction. And, you know, many people who catch the trade, and when it starts to retrace, that's when they start losing money. But we're not going to lose money because we're going to start selling from the retracement.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
So it's a much more conservative entry, you know, let the market set the direction and then jump on when you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess that way you're trading the facts and not gambling.
Damn right. It looks like that Brandon was right, that today's low is going to hold as a support.
Today's low is also the S2, daily S2.
Okay.
Everything
How
lines
about
up.
we start to scalp? Use this as a support. If it holds, it holds. If it doesn't, then we're just going to wait for another opportunity for the sell. So I think we can jump on, take profit at, you know, the nearest opportunity. Make the money, take the money. Don't leave too much money on the table.
So you're buying from here?
Yeah, I placed a little buy. I'm going to use just below the previous pre-market low, and I'm aiming, you know, the yesterday's open, and I will be looking for sells at this area just under the pivot.
If we are lucky, the US Open should give us a retracement. Then we can join the train. But we should be so lucky in that case.
It doesn't look like it's going to retrace.
Yeah, I doubt it, definitely.
It's in a risky because 1712 is the weekly pivot. So bouncing between the daily support and the weekly pivot. If you see a break of the weekly pivot, then you can expect the retracement.
On US 30 or gold? Gold. Oh, sorry.
Gold.
OZR is asking any specific entry points for gold shorts. You can use support and resistance, you can use the pivot, Fibonacci, there's many. But personally, I would look for shorts within this region.
Yep.
And
That support
it hit my
resistance
stop
line
loss.
so nicely, the trend line.
No stopping. No, it's going to mount this. Avoid any buys.
The euro is ready to continue to fall. Yeah.
Euro USD.
Yep. All the time frames from 1 minute to 12 minutes time frame. Close a bullish candle. And that's based on RSI. Gives the green light for a push down again.
On Euro USD.
Yeah. And here we go. Pound is falling again. I think Euro is gonna follow.
Yep.
The problem with these is I'm always afraid of the retracement because sometimes you get so aggressive pullbacks. I hate them.
True.
But when you want to enter into, you know, speculate on the retracement and enter a buy, that's 100% is not going to happen. Gold, why don't you retrace? No, gold says fuck off.
When is
Despite this
New York's open? That's 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, 40 minutes, that's true. Despite this unexpected move, to be honest with you, I can still say that, as Thomas said, today was perfect for scalping. I really made some good money with scalps.
Good for you.
Yeah. The US 30 this time closed at break even, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, break even.
I've got that yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to sort out 85 of these metal barriers that are stuck in the storage station. Right.
Ah, beautiful drop.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. The RSI is a beautiful indicator for those drops. Here we go. Euro pushing down again.
Crazy. When was the last time when we had such an impulse move?
A couple of weeks back when the MetaTrader crashed, if you remember.
Yeah. Of course I remember that.
And every single stop loss was not hit.
Wow. Freaking out.
300 pips drop.
Yeah, this time I think slightly my stop losses were slightly missed, like 10 pips, 10 pips. This is acceptable, at least.
least it is going in the right direction. I was getting worried. Raul, you're not holding your original position from 1800?
No, I closed everything.
Oh.
I want to have a good sleep, and I wake up in the night to see how my trades are doing.
Okay. I just leave it until and unless it takes my stops.
Yes, but I hate losing.
Oh,
so
okay.
I want to be in control.
I do take profits when it crosses the 1 hour level.
Good.
So I take off like between 50 and 66%. After that, the trade is risk-free, kind of.
Oh, but that's different. That's okay.
I think the last resort will be your S3, Raul, and the minus 27 on the fib. So from this level, I wouldn't go any lower than this, and I bet it's going to jump off a little bit higher at 1702. So I'm going to jump onto a little buy now. Just reduce the risk. It's a bit bigger than I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm aiming 1700 and
I have a feeling that
1701 as a buy.
That sounds better, but 1700, I think it would be too obvious. And every single time when I wait for 1700 or any round numbers, it just never hits my buy limit, and that's why I'm pissed off.
Okay, then it's 1699.4.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit lower to make fun of me, but
maybe.
Sure. That they make fun of us.
We have a new hourly candle opening in 50 seconds. That needs to make a lower wick, so it may come a little bit lower. But that could bring us the retracement to catch. How many pips was this? 200, 300?
Almost 300.
Yeah, and if profit taking starts, then we can aim for like 1715, and we can catch the train back around 110 pips. I think that would be reasonable. And we have 5 seconds until the new hourly candle.
Look at US 30.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that, but it has to retrace.
Fuck off.
It has to retrace. It has to
Fuck
retrace.
us.
Okay. Yeah. The RSI is now just unbelievably oversold.
Yeah, it has to come with some retracement.
But
We're not
there's
catching falling
almost
knives.
my 1701 first level.
I don't scalp the US 30. It's too dangerous. I scalp only forex pairs.
Now, is the new hourly candle going to bring us to long-awaited retracement?
US 30 bastard is still dropping. God's sake. I don't remember seeing such a candle since the COVID.
Flash crash was one.
That was a nice one.
Let's have a look.
Rest in peace, literally.
No. Come on, gold. Give us the retracement.
There I have you at 1701. And that's why I'm still not in a trade, guys.
Yeah, it's impossible to jump in this train.
Patience. 60.99, Thomas.
I know.
Are you teasing him or?
No, now I'm watching. Now I'm watching. If this not hold, then it's 98.1.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes,
Yep, there it goes, there it comes.
I racked up some buys.
Now I'm playing ping pong.
We need at least one bullish candle to be able to think about acting.
I am checking it in the 1 minute. Let's see if it's going to take a U-turn.
You may say this is a bit obsessive, but I'm waiting for the pullback.
I did the same thing, man.
Did you buy? Oh my god.
I did buy.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But I pulled in, it's 2 is running risk-free.
I think Marwan and Thomas should be called the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, well, we know what they're doing, so come on.
Thomas, are you adding on more and more positions, longs?
Yeah, I
or-
wanted to, because roll is a bit, I have to show off that it's a fight.
Oh, okay.
It's a cockfight. Different, I have more patience. Thomas make more profit.
But that comes with age, doesn't it, Raoul?
Yep. You take your time. But it can work positive also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop. There he goes. One down. Fuck it.
Are you in a sell, Thomas?
No, in a buy.
No.
Capitalize on the retracement. But only risking 0.3%, so it's less than 1%.
think the wick to 16.99 was what we needed for a reversal. We see it maybe
Oh,
1-2
another one
times
down.
again. Then
Not my day.
Now you trying to catch falling knives? You always
No. I used
stop loss. No, you're right. The stop loss.
No, not just stop loss, but I used scientific
Levels.
approach. You know, the levels.
Okay.
So it's not just guessing. I'm going to move a little bit down.
I'm
And
just
then
teasing you, Thomas.
Lose 1k. That should be fine.
Okay, the best level to watch on gold now is 5 minutes.
Oh, that's true. Come on, gold.
Okay, I'm joining the club, guys. Buying, but with a small lot size and a bigger stop loss.
I'm going to widen my stop loss a little bit because that is just too much stress for me. No stop loss, no problem.
I have 1 sell, 2 buys.
Same lot sizes.
No different, of course. The sell from 1715.6 still holding.
What sell from?
No.
1715.6.
Okay, cool.
I'm so tempted to enter another buy, but it's not going to happen. So, and for me, that's it for today. Gold is just falling without any stopping, but it has to retrace the sooner or the later now that we have the market direction. And once it does, but it doesn't seems like it's going to retrace, and I will be looking for sell opportunities in this area around the 1720. Now it looks like it's far away because the drop is so impulse, but now we have the market direction set, which is south. We just have to wait for the opportunity to jump on the sells, and I think right now this area looks the best. Is it going to come up this high? May or may not. US 30 again, it's just way too low, too bearish, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. What do you think?
I suggest you wait until the US Open. The pullback is coming, definitely. The RSIs are so that's my humble opinion.
I think we are retraced right now.
Let's jump into buy then.
I'm still having my buys.
You don't get into a buy. Just wait for some confirmation in the lower time frame.
I had my confirmation. Raul
I
said
have my
buy.
confirmations.
Raul said it's a
Raul is
buy.
our confirmation.
Exactly. Raul is our indicator.
I said.
Oh.
It's just a little bit lower than 1699. It was 1698.1.
You did say that.
And that's your. I have to look what it is. It is your monthly support, guys. Support 1.
I don't care if it's monthly
So
or
it
support.
feels-
If you say it's a buy, then
Yep.
no, I buy.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we went all in.
I went all in, Raul. All my money is on you
All
right
your
now.
money.
You said I can
but
double
this-
my money.
Yeah.
I never
Why
said
don't we? Why don't we all try to move the gold market like the Reddit guys?
Yep.
You know, we all buy and push it up to 2,500.
Okay.
You have a spare $8 trillion?
If I had $8 trillion, I wouldn't be trading, right?
You sit in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
With 10 good-looking ladies in very tiny bikinis and a pina colada, right?
Well,
He will
well,
buy
where
the
do we go?
Bahamas with. He will buy the Bahamas with that amount, not sit in the Bahamas.
Yes.
That's also true. I guess you can buy Bahamas for that price.
And he called that Alpha Island.
I feel, Thomas, that you already went into another buy.
Well, you know, things happen so fast. I had to.
Okay, guys, I try in small buy.
Yeah, all in, all in.
I have to confess, I did.
Oh, so you
1699.
did? Oh man.
Oh.
I knew it.
I just feel that this is going to take a U-turn and go up.
All my
Just
money
can't
is on
believe-
Raul.
I have a small lot
Because
size.
it's-
I can't trade without stop loss. No. Just joking, guys. Always stop
Raul
loss.
Cater.
Always
Raul
the stop
Cater.
loss, man.
So, what's your stop loss? 1,000 pips?
Mine, a little bit under the 98, about 19.6. If that not hold, then we will see 1690 and even middle of 1685, I think.
Gian catch the sell. That's very nice. I see on Discord. 10 lots. Jesus. Oh, your Nasdaq. Yeah. Well done, Gian.
And lots.
There's some activity in the 1 minute for longs.
So you go down to the
give
1
it-
minute chart.
No, you guys were telling me to, you want to buy, so I'm just checking confirmation at least in the 1 minute.
The 5 minutes is the 5 minutes at least now should be watched. Let's see
So,
if the bullish candle is closed.
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming in the 5 minutes also to show.
I find this
Comment.
trying to guess the reversal point quite entertaining and exciting. At least everyone is talking and, oh, did you enter buy? I like it.
It is exciting to lose money as well, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, but we're talking about, you know, think about percentages. Yeah, it's not good to lose money, but now it's, you know, we're not risking the usual lot sizes that we usually trade. Absolutely, 100% not.
There is definitely something happening in the 1 minute. So give it a few candles. I think it might be going up. not too much, probably like 10, 20 pips.
Sir, Raul, why is my position in negative? You said buy.
You were already 13 pips profit. Didn't you take profit?
Oh,
Partials.
Belly.
You said I can double my money.
I never say that.
I don't know how you would double your money by trading. I just don't understand that logic at all.
Go in full margin.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I had some discussion with a guy. He said 750 pips return of investment per week. So you don't have to sell your strategy to retailers. Go to an hedge fund and sell your strategy, mate. That's it.
750 pips.
Yep.
You should be kidding. You know, personally, me.
Percent of your account, not pips.
750%.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow. Do you know how much hedge funds usually make in a year?
Yeah, I said the same. If he thinks I'm stupid,
maximum.
so I called him a scammer, and he sent everything. I'm not a scammer. I'm not a scammer. So if you offer that kind of percentage per week, then you are a scammer.
I just, you know, I have my personal thing. If I stretch it, I don't even think I've probably once or twice I've probably made 5% in a month. So I'm a lazy trader, so I wouldn't say that everybody is like that. But reasonably 10% a month is stretching is too much, I guess.
In average, I'm 10% this year, a little bit more.
Okay.
But
beyond that, I don't know. Well,
but I'm 1% today, and I'm risking with this trade 0.25%. So I don't care.
Isn't this? Yeah. How many minutes to New York Open? 12.
13.
12.
12.
13 minutes. Let's check the charts. Euro USD. Great.
Whoop.
Yeah.
You know what? If you look at Euro USD, right? Yeah, there is definitely a flush down, but you can read it more a pullback on a buy than a sell on a daily chart.
I go with that analysis.
Yeah, because I don't see any major structures broken or anything. But we will see. Well, I have some orders at 28, 31, 35, and 38 for Euro USD for shorts. Thomas, you should be moving it.
With my free lot? No. Come on, it's only for, you know, joining
You
Raul.
should put a few zeros with that. 300,
No.
3,000.
I'm only supporting a friend.
Oh, you're supporting Raul, okay.
Yeah. You need
Boy,
some
this is going to go. 1 minute is ready to go if it has to go. Otherwise, it's going to flush down.
So IFX is asking on YouTube, could this be a liquidity grab or is it dumping in fear of a 100 basis point rate hike? Absolutely. It's more to do with the rate hike. It's nothing to do with liquidity grabs. It's the yields. If you look at the yields in the money market, they are much better opportunities there than holding gold or risk assets like stocks, because they pay a fixed amount of return. It's a carry trade. So if you buy the government bond, it pays you back the actual investment plus the yields, the interest rate. So it's much better opportunity. Now you get 4 or 5% on the money market. So the opportunity cost to hold gold is quite expensive because you get better return elsewhere.
Look, I see blue. Now red again. No, it's still blue.
You might be looking at the sea, my friend.
No. I sit in an office without windows.
Oh, God's sake. How can you trade like that?
You see, did anybody check Bitcoin? You guys should watch it, check it.
I think it flash crashed also, right?
I think it's melting.
It didn't melt to the extent of the other one, forex pairs of indexes or anything.
Yeah, $1,400 drop.
That's normal for Bitcoin on a normal day, right? It dropped from 22,750 to 21,500. So yeah, gold is going now.
Up or down?
It's going up, right? I can see. I'm looking at Thomas' screen on one side, so.
We have a 5-minute bullish candle on US 30.
US 30, where is 30? US 30 is a buy on 1 minute as well. Actually, US 30 is better than gold.
Yes, but the risk on US 30 is much higher than gold.
Yeah, it'll wipe you out.
I mean, but the reason why it could be a good buy opportunity for US 30 is because we don't know how many limit orders are waiting at the brokers to execute at market open, which before stocks were going up. So if people set a limit order or a buy order with the broker, that could be executed if it hasn't been cancelled yet, meaning that could give us enough push at the right time at New York Open, and that could bring us the long-awaited retracement. So
the only thing I see is a push to the level of.
The only thing I see is blue. Blue.
Yeah,
Gold's
blue here
pushing
too.
up now.
Gold is running in 28% of profit. Gold, Muhammad says that gold should go down. It will go down, but you know, we're trading the retracement, so don't get confused. I did enter into buy on US 30 because the market open is 5 minutes, and I'm speculating on, you know, the forgotten limit orders which were buys yesterday.
Yeah, same here. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, US 30 is moving. I mean, not like a host, but at least
we We are over the 40 pips.
Yeah, I think gold should go to 1710, assuming if it goes, it doesn't flush down. Where is US30?
It held so nicely the monthly support. For now.
Pivots, right? Pivot. You're talking pivots, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, US30 looks good, eh? There's a lot to cover as well. 32,500. I'm getting tempted.
Oh, what happened to my chart?
Come on, gold. Move your ass.
Oh, B made some profit, 30 pips. Well done, B. He's thanking Raul.
Raul locator. That's a new indicator.
Raul locator.
It's a paid one.
Raul.
You see some lock in the trading view screen.
MQL5 subscription. Come on, gold. Don't be shy.
I'm just watching this and I'm like, should I go long and hedge again? Because it took my original hedge. I'm just. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to take a U-turn and break through this level of 1735 and carry on marching up?
In case Raul said that, yes.
Did Raul say yes?
No.
It's 1708. That's the
I think
brightest
finally
scenario.
we see 1677 at least.
Okay. Because
I cleaned up my glass bowl to find it out for you guys.
Okay. Do you want us to send you some cleaner?
You have a glass bowl also.
No, I don't have it, but if you want to
Maybe you have to spit on it a little bit.
that is also a possibility.
That's just get a window cleaner. That would be much easier.
To polish your balls? What the hell are you guys talking about?
Just Thomas, just few seconds back, your screen was showing minus something. Now it's 103. Are you changing screens or something?
Oh no, that's counted in points. US30, not pips.
Oh, that US30. You know why? Because I can't read what is on your screen. I can only see that number there.
Must be using a phone.
No. It's the monitor, but it's still too small. Probably old age. My eyes are not that sharp.
Raul was spitting on his balls while you were away, Thomas.
Spitting on
crystal balls. The crystal balls.
Guys, you know that some people are under 18 who are watching this stream, so.
Yeah.
We are talking about the crystal ball, man. Crystal ball.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is the ball named Crystal, or Crystal is polishing the balls?
Not sure.
No, we have sent some cleaners to clean his crystal balls.
And her name is Crystal, the polishing those balls.
Being in a room without windows, as he said, and polishing his bowl or bowls, I'm not sure.
They're all right. Those balls. At least I cleaned them.
And we have 5 seconds until US Open, New York Open.
Do you see anything on US 30? I was right when I called it US 30. It is dirty.
Dirty 30. Gold is pushing nicely. US 30. Come on. Execute that limit orders. Give us that retracement.
Okay, partials on gold.
Gold is running in 40 pips profit, Raul. Well done.
Raul is busy shining the crystals.
Crystal is polishing his balls.
Ah.
Come on, gold. You can do it.
Yeah.
New York is now open. Let's get.
That's the quietest New York Open I've seen.
Yeah, there wasn't any movement at all.
It's a good idea to wait New York Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ali.
Nice gold. Keep going. That's it. Yes. Yes.
People underestimate the RSI indicator, but actually it's a very important one.
66 pips in profit, guys.
Today's position delivered to you by our very own Mr. Raul. Gracias, señor.
And his crystal balls.
And his crystal balls. Which
Posted
needs
up with a
polishing.
10 lot.
So, Raul's crystal ball is a little bit dusty, but it's still working fine.
A little bit.
You know, Thomas, next time you should say, today's trade is delivered by Raul with his crystals.
Powered by Raul and his crystal.
No, we keep it at Rooster, my guys. I don't want to have more nicknames than Rooster.
Is Rooster your nickname? I actually thought that it's...
Yeah.
That's it,
His family name? No.
Don't you know why I have that nickname?
I know you've got a cock somewhere in your yard.
We had YouTube and live session, and in the background there was a cock screaming. Thomas asked, "Whose cock is that?" So I said, "It's my cock," and everybody start laughing. Dirty roll, naughty roll. So I shared in the Discord a picture of my rooster. And then someone react on that picture. Your cock looked delicious.
Oh God!
I think I never forget that. I think the whole YouTube was over. We couldn't say anything for the next, what was it, 30 minutes, Thomas?
Yeah,
Thomas, you were lucky not to be banned on YouTube for advertising for sexual content.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if someone listens into the stream and in the wrong time, it could be a little bit misunderstand. Talking about Raul's ball is getting polished by Crystal
with a cock.
With a cock and right.
But you make
Guys,
it dirty and not me.
I'm gonna call it a day, close all positions, and too much excitement now, but we've been doing this stream for 3 hours. Waiting for the retracement. Analysis will be sent out to you guys. See you all tomorrow morning at 8 AM.
Thank you,
for the morning
Thomas.
briefing.
Everybody,
Thank you, guys.
have a good day.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
guys.
Use the stop
Bye.
loss.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Right, people of YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Zoom is still going. Thank you. Cheeky. People of YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously, CPI brought some very good market movements, which the gold drop came much earlier than I was expecting, and the US 30 drop. But, you know, we will find opportunities when price starts to retrace. So when the dust settles, I'm going to be waiting for retracement. Until that, I wish everyone a good trading day. See you tomorrow. This is the Alpha FX.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.